Hello there, Gemini. Welcome into your general monthly reading. This will be for the month of April 2025. I did begin by pre-polling three main Sacred Destiny oracles for you. We're beginning with thriving. So as it says, you will be thriving throughout April. It's this feeling of you enjoying yourself more. You're glowing at this time. You're radiant. You're very personable as well. People are noticing this. People like what you are giving off, what you're presenting, what you're even putting out there into the universe for a lot. I honestly feel like you're in the mood to be more active, and this is maybe playing into why you're thriving. You know, think about it. You put in effort to work out at times, maybe to, have a more active lifestyle otherwise, and then you have better energy. You feel more vibrant. You feel healthier. You're feeling more in the mood to socialize maybe, or to connect with people, to accomplish this and that. It helps the quality of your work. So health may play into this time greatly for you. But it also feels like there's a tall and proud kind of energy about you as well, where there isn't a sense of arrogance beneath the surface or stemming from it coming off. But it's more of this I've been through a lot kind of energy that I've spoken through for different signs, where you're seeing it come through and be utilized, even perceived as this ultra proud sort of chin-held high way of being, and people really like it. It maybe even is inspirational for some and reminding them to be, more confident or proud, to just carry themselves differently, maybe to as well not question it. I don't know why I'm getting that. But patience, my friend, you really need to dig for that inner patience at certain points. It feels like you may have a lot going on, but either way, there's a lot of energy within this period for you throughout April where it can just feel a little bit overstimulating, in the midst of this thriving period, but it may feel just as well like it's a time where things are just, even if they don't normally, are affecting you, right? Whether it's someone's energy, the way someone lives and or works, the way something is a bit noisy at certain points. It could just be, an energy shift for some, where it was quite calm and peaceful and comfortable, and then it just, for some reason, shifts. It could be because of spiritual presence coming to be or joining you, or that situation, but the energy just shifts negatively. But yeah, you may as well find that Spirit is saying your lack there of patience at certain points, even if that's minimal, or even your extreme amount of patience at certain other points, is really eye-opening and helpful for other people. So again, I feel like your way of being, regardless of how it is, you know what I mean, in that specific moment, ends up usually being helpful for other people if you're being observed with other people physically somehow. Anyways, if you choose to put yourself on social media, I find that that's really going to do well for you. There's just a feeling of you being captivating and you having this presence, or even what you are creating and developing otherwise, even if you're not on camera per se, that's really thriving as well. You're putting yourself really fully into it in the right ways. Pleasure is your third card, because Gemini, this is a month where there's pleasure to be created to randomly, pop up and come to be for you. And I sense that this is coming to be in different forms. Let's pull one oracle for each one. One tarot card. Same thing, right? Moving on to patience. And then the Seven of Cups. All right. So, okay, I'm going to reverse these. Sometimes you just have to trust your intuition, and the month reminds you of that. But the Ace of Cups for the thriving card, because it feels like this is a time where in the midst of thriving, your cup is overflowing. There are pearls of wisdom to be discovered. There's little random tidbits of spiritual knowledge coming through, maybe being stumbled upon. You need to slow your roll at certain points though, okay? I'm getting that sort of, it's like you're trying to pace yourself, but you're talking really quickly, or you're rushing through something. You're wanting to be in the, the process of, like bing, bang, boom, I got all of this done back to back to back. And sometimes it's not the best way to go about things. It's not the best approach. Or maybe it is the best approach, and even maybe you have no other choice, but then taking a deep breath or taking a hot second otherwise can really help you more efficiently, maybe even, quicker, more quickly get this, and that done. All right, just a little side note. But as well, my friend, it feels like you seeing the evidence that your cup is overflowing in certain ways with different forms, types of abundance, and that even adds to your thriving energy. You know what I mean? When I see, a reading do really well, when I see, things thrive outside of me that I applied myself towards, that I created and developed, naturally I end up thriving a bit more, period. When you see that your efforts in regards to taking care of yourself leave your cup overflowing more so, you then are thriving even more. It's almost like one thing affects the other, and so on, back and forth, and it just feels like a bunch of abundance in different forms. But we're moving on to the Seven of Cups and the Patience card, because again, I feel like a lot of you have a lot in your mind, a lot to accomplish, a lot that's expected from you, a lot of responsibilities, obligations, choices for the future coming to take a highlight. It can feel like a lot, so really dig for that inner patience. But I wouldn't be surprised if as well you're maybe needing to rethink an option or a choice that you rejected or gave up or didn't choose, if that makes sense. In Spirit saying, your patience as well in certain ways from the recent past is paying off. For I find that something's doing really well for you while you're diligently working towards something else that you wish to see go the distance or, really benefit you greatly in the future. I was getting that specifically, but as well, we're moving on to the Sun card to build upon and pair with the Pleasure card. And so Spirit is saying very clearly, the month of April is a time of great pleasure, leading to great happiness. You're going to feel like the sun is more than ever shining down upon you, and this is a beautiful thing. But then you're asking yourself, well, when is this, and that going to change my future? When is this and this going to take off? Or when am I going to gain this? When is this going to come to be? Don't overdo it with that, because you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to take away from this happiness, this pleasure that you're meant to be experiencing. And Spirit is saying that's one way to minimize, remove, or maybe remove completely this thriving sort of vibrant energy. All right, don't do yourself dirty like that. But because they're saying that there are certain points throughout April where your mind is racing, or it's just bouncing around from the past to the current day reality of yours, then to the future, and then back to the past, and then back to the future. And they're saying, re-ground yourself. Don't let the past and the future take over as far as you trying to better understand things, you just doing some reflecting otherwise, and then letting the future have sort of a chokehold on you in a sense, where you're thinking so far ahead, questioning, wondering, planning, and then Spirit's saying, well, what about all the positives at hand? What about everything that you have chosen up until this point that holds great value, or just simply and or is holding great purpose? You are where you are. You have what you have at hand for so many different reasons. I get that things aren't perfect, but then in the future things will change up when they're meant to. Let's pull a couple more tarot. The Two of Cups. Okay, somebody needs to have patience in regards to maybe somebody in your life, a connection. Doesn't have to be love or romance filled, but it does feel like for some you're maybe more so needing to have patience in regards to the beginning stages of a new connection, or growing pains is what I'm hearing, or maybe it's more in regards to you being single and wanting to meet that significant other, that soulmate, and then Spirit saying, well, it'll happen when it's meant to. You walk a very purposeful path that holds a ton of divine timing, and so you need to remember this, for it's you wanting it sooner, you maybe demanding it, you focusing upon it, every day and night is not going to make it come in sooner. You know what I mean? You may think it is, you may feel like it's going to, but the reality of it is that when it's meant to be, it'll be. And if you try to manifest something sooner, and maybe by chance you do, which is rare, you may then find that there is a difficulty, or it comes to a quick close, a quick ending. It's ripped out of your life somehow because you weren't ready, or because you weren't healed, or you need to do this and that, or change this or that before that came to be. Maybe that person isn't ready. You know what I mean? Maybe, you manifest a new living situation of some sort. I'm getting this randomly. And then Spirit is saying you invested your money, your savings into that new situation, but then there's something that isn't another housing situation that isn't available yet, that would have been a better investment, and you would have had more time to save, and you would have really benefited more than you think in regards to when it comes to staying at your current residence until that point. Do you know what I mean? And so Spirit is saying, don't jump the gun, don't ignore your intuition, and let us guide you in the midst of your very divine path. What else do we have for Gemini before we wrap this up? The Ten of Cups. They're saying you will have it all right? What does your Ten of Cups lifestyle look like? It's almost a little bit against what we were saying, where you need to be in the present moment. But they're saying for some reason, in the midst of this pleasure-filled, thriving, busy time for you, you are being very much reminded you will have it all, right? Envision the best, expect the best, but then enjoy the present moment. Find the balance in it all, and just simply know that there's no need to overly focus or plan for your bright future. For Spirit is saying, let the month of April, I just heard rock your world. Let the month of April show you the way and highlight very clearly the fact that you have your Ten of Cups lifestyle lying ahead. Alrighty, my friend. So those are your messages for April 2025. I hope they were truly helpful. Go enjoy your month, and I will see you in your next read. Take care, Gemini.